Well, hi guys, hello. How are you? As you can see, we're going to talk about this beautiful show, this crazy show, Rick and Morty. It's about Rick Sanchez, an incredible, talented scientist who goes to stay with his daughter Beth and her family. While living under the same roof, he develops a bond with grandson Morty, who accompanies him on his trips to the multiverse, time traveling and exploring space together. Every now and again, he also includes the rest of his family Beth, granddaughter Summer, and son in law Jerry. But while this might sound like a nice family friendly idea of a show, some of the series' content wouldn't be suitable for young viewers. While Rick is a scientific genius who has managed how to travel through time and space, he is also lazy, selfish, and at times ruthless, showing little care for those around him. This in turn leads to Marty getting gruesomely killed in different universes as well as emotionally scared thanks to Rick's actions. Not only this, there is plenty of violence, swearing, topped off with and the use of drugs and alcohol from time to time. So while the series can be fascinating in terms of its well thought out scientific plots, it isn't a show for the light-hearted. Is the show worth it? How should I watch it? And what should I know about the series before diving in? Okay, I've decided to answer those questions and also provide my suggestions of 3 episodes to watch. First, episodes that best summarize why the show is worth watching to give you a crash course on what makes it great. We are avoiding extremely serialized shows like Breaking Bad, The Sopranos, The Good Place, and the other classics that require you sit through the entire series start to finish. So far, I've been taking a look at a handful of comedies: Seinfeld, The Simpsons, Kojak Horseman, It's Always Sunny, Community, Futurama, 30 Rock, and Crap, as well as a drama, The West Wing. Today, I will take a look at perhaps the biggest cult favorite comedy and cartoon of our time right now, Rick and Morty. Typically, I do this type of TV show synopsis with a very long running program, but I made an exception here. Rick and Morty is such a good show. I'm including it despite the show having aired just 41 episodes. There will be at least 60 more as per the new deal with Cartoon Network. So look at this as a new way to get into the show while there are still new episodes being produced. Okay, first question: when does it get good? It maybe takes the show a couple episodes to totally find its footing, but the pilot is easy watching. Unlike many other cartoons or comedies that need a few seasons to round into shape, there is really no reason to skip any early episodes. Second, when does it stop being good? Oh, it's pretty easy to argue that Rick and Morty isn't its prime. If a drop off occurs, it hasn't happened yet, to be honest. Why should I watch it? Rick and Morty is the natural next step in a tradition of envelope pushing and genre jumping cartoons that began with The Simpsons and also include South Park, Family Guys, and others. It's from creators Justin Roiland and also created Solar Opposites, for Hulu, and Dan Harmon, Community, and is extremely smart in its use of humor, but also, includes fart jokes, it parodies and world. Like it's animated predecessors, but also parodies itself, which can be quite confusing for those who are not entrenched in the world it has created for itself. Rick Sanchez is the smartest man in the universe, has a portal gun and spaceship, and can pretty much do anything, literally. His grandson Morty is a typical girl obsessed, pubis 14 years old who may not be the sharpest knife, but does have a knack for being perfect partner and sometimes foil for his elderly grandpa. The secondary characters, Morty's parents and sister, as well as a galaxy of aliens and other recurring subjects, are no doubt one of the spices that also make the show tick. The show is simultaneously lazy and ambitious. It's hard to already explain without watching it, and really does approach storytelling from an angle that is unique and impossible not to watch intently. If nothing else, Rick and Morty is a different kind of adult cartoon, and one that is widely entertaining, funny, and rewatchable. Where can I watch it? The first three seasons of Rick and Morty are available to stream on Hulu. The fourth, recently aired season will get there soon. The season 1, episode 5. This is a perfect introduction to the show. It was mine years ago when my cousin insisted that I watch 23 minutes of some adult swim show I never heard of. I binged the entire show 3 times over after watching this episode. I'm not trying to set the bar possibly high. The show is not for everyone. But in this episode, the zany meets the smart and the absurd in exactly the right proportions. Rick gives Beth, Jerry, and Summer a Mi-6 box to help them solve their problems. Push a button, and a creature appears who will not rest until he solves whatever your issue is. Chaos ensues as Jerry tries to get better at golf. Meanwhile, Morty gets to pick the duo's interdimensional adventure, and in a fantasy land of his choosing, a comedy of errors makes things very interesting for skeptical Rick and unlucky Morty. The Ricks must be crazy. If the Mi-6 episode was an example of the show's original storytelling, the Ricks Must Be Crazy is a good beginner's window into their incredible sci-fi episodes. In this one, Rick has created an entire tiny universe of living creatures whose society has them working day and night to create an energy source that never runs out. For Rick's car battery, when the battery stops working, Morty and Rick shrink down to examine the problem. Things get out of hand. Also, Rick's sci-fi high intelligence car does everything it can to keep Summer safe, which also gets out of hand. This show lets things get out of hand a lot. The sixth is episode 9, in the second season. Look who's purring now. Yeah. And finally, a parody, Rick and Morty over its 4 seasons really breaks down and takes to task several popular genres of film and television. Perhaps most notable, action and adventure in the form of Pickle Ricky, superhero movies and heist films. And in Look Who's Purging Now, as the title implies, The show makes fun of the Purge movies by going to a Purge planet. There isn't too much else actually to explain, just that Rick and Morty have their fun purging until you guess what? Things get out of hand. That was pretty much everything. See you next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe. See you.